तो मैं आमंत्रित कर रहा हूँ भाई अभिनव रघुवंशी जी को, वो 2 शब्द इस मौके पर कहें, अपना वक्तव्य दें। अभिनव रघुवंशी जी।
Good evening everyone. I welcome you all to this event. मेरे को थोड़ा सा बैलेंस करके बोलना पड़ेगा हिंदी और इंग्लिश में, but I'll be mostly speaking in English because that remains my forte. I'm not very comfortable speaking in Hindi. So I guess majority of the people over here will understand my easy English basically. सबका आभार, सबका अभिनंदन. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to each one of you who have spared few hours of your precious time to attend this function. आप सबका स्वागत है. My special thanks, gratitude and warm regards to Honorable Justice K.G. Balakrishna, former Chief Justice of India, who was kind enough to accede to my request to preside over this function today despite his other active engagements. Justice K.G. Balakrishna needs no introduction, as he is known for being a reformative judge who has authored more than 219 judgments as part of his 787 benches. During his tenure of 10 years at Supreme Court of India, Justice K.G. Balakrishna predominantly worked on the criminal matters. He was involved in authoring landmark cases around caste-based reservation, elections, and encroachment, including the judgments of Mandal Commission. Sir, we are honored to have you today on the dais. I am thankful to Shri Pradeep Rai, Senior Advocate and former Vice President of Supreme Court Bar Association, for accepting my invitation to grace this occasion and to bless me today evening. Shri Rai's journey into the legal profession and his achievement in the legal arena is no less than a folklore, a truly inspirational story for every first generation lawyer. His radiant personality gives a lot of hope and encouragement to young lawyers like me. He has been my brother, as he rightly said. Yes, he is known to me. In fact, he was the person who motivated me to leave the academics and come into this profession. Therefore, once again, I express my heartfelt gratitude and warm regards to Pradeep sir. My special thanks to all the dignitaries sitting on the dais. My special regards to Indrajit Singh ji, President International Hindi Committee America, Shri Arun Prakash Dondial ji, Shri Alok Pandey ji, Shri Anand Pandey ji. I welcome you all, sir. I am also grateful to my mentor and guru, Dr. Manish Singhvi, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court of India, and former Additional Advocate General of Rajasthan. There are many other friends of mine who are sitting here. D.K. Sharma sir is there, N. Pradeep Sharma sir is there, Manoj Mishra sir is there. He is also an AWAR and he was former president of our association, SCORA. Amrendra Singh is there, Sanjay Singh is there. Ajio traveled all the way from Kerala to attend this function. I am so thankful to you, brother. Anjali Chauhan ma'am is there, Dr. Meenakshi Kalra is there, Shashank Bajpayee is there, and I am thankful to you all from the bottom of my heart. My association with the Udhbhav. Udhbhav is an organization which has been involved in promoting social and cultural activities throughout the India for last 2 decades. And I am thankful to Dr. Vivek Gautam, who is chairperson of Udhbhav Foundation, for organizing such events in the past also and today also. He has been my guide, friend, philosopher outside the realm of the law. He has been giving me advices, life skills, you can say life skill advices beyond the law. And therefore, I am once again thankful to Dr. Vivek Gautam for organizing such an event. Now coming to the book part. The purpose, the content, and the motivation behind writing the book. I can see most of us who are present over here are part of legal fraternity, and therefore we all are aware of a new trend of young, bright legal minds not opting for litigation as career. This issue has gained significance in the recent past, and all the stakeholders of judiciary have shown their concern for this trend. Just 4 days back, our newly appointed Chief Justice of India, Honorable Justice Sanjeev Khanna, while speaking at the facilitation function organized by the Bar Council of India, expressed his concerns over youngsters leaving litigation and persuaded the legal profession must address entry barriers. He highlighted that growing trend of young lawyers opting out of litigation and the need to ensure financial and social security for the entry-level professional in the field. I quote him. Quote, today we are witnessing a concerning trend where bright young legal minds are increasingly gravitating towards corporate law firms or leaving their law altogether to pursue managerial roles. While corporate practice or house roles certainly come with their own merit, we must ask ourselves, are we, the torchbearers of the legal community, somehow failing to give guidance to young lawyers towards the public interest work who will represent the common citizens in future, unquote. He further highlighted the need to see the above issue from the lens of the structural reforms required to sustain the first generation lawyers. I again quote, the exodus of young talent from litigation practice is not merely about personal choice, rather it is symptomatic of structural issues such as the meager financial and social security in the profession, especially for the first generation lawyers. In the recent past, our outgoing CJI, Honorable Justice D.Y. Chanchud, has expressed similar concern while addressing the bar. On 21st November 2022, that is 2 years almost ago, at his felicitation function, he remarked, junior lawyers are not slaves, pay them decent salaries, which was widely circulated in the media. He urged the senior lawyers to pay their juniors fairly and enable them to live with dignity. He said that legal profession should not be an old boys club. He said that the kind of practice must change. The issue of paying junior advocates fairly has been raised before in the past. For example, during a hearing before the Constitution bench, during the hearing before the Constitution bench regarding all India bar exams, this question again cropped up before the bench, and the bench again advised that there should be some mechanism to ensure the social security and economic stability to the young lawyers. I am myself a first generation lawyer, and my struggle during the formative years are still afresh in my mind, and therefore this issue touched upon my heart. In the backdrop of these concerns being raised by the bench and other stakeholders of judiciary, I went on to analyze as to why it was so. On one hand, whenever I met any of my colleague or friend or even a senior designated lawyer in the galleries of the court, they used to express their anguish and frustration on the performance of their juniors. They were not satisfied with the kind of roles and responsibilities these juniors were discharging. On the other hand, I had occasion to mentor more than 45 junior associates. I've offered more than 300 internships, and I have interacted with more than 500 young lawyers. And what I realized that most of them were not aware of the basics which is required to start a career as a litigation lawyer. Unfortunately, they were not aware, they did not know what they ought to know in their formative years. I realized that unfortunately, they were not even aware of their roles and responsibilities while working in the chamber of the senior colleague. They were having skewed and incomplete picture of judicial machinery, which I have termed in my book as judicial ecosystem. Most of them were not aware of the parallel system of courts called tribunals. Even if they were aware, they were only aware of few tribunals which were quite popular. ADR, especially the arbitration, and a career in arbitration was not known to most of them. Now, procedural aspects of the practice was never emphasized in the school curriculum, law school curriculum, and therefore most of them failed to perform their basic responsibilities in the chambers. They failed to, since most of the seniors at chambers were not getting the kind of output and the response they were expecting from these young lawyers, they were hesitant to pay the juniors gracefully. Moreover, beyond the issue of compensation, these juniors associates could not see the bright side of the litigation practice, which would inevitably come their way should they endure these formative years. It is in this context and it is in this backdrop I thought to provide written mentorship to the young lawyers through the book so as to guide them, to encourage them and to motivate them to pursue litigation. In my limited knowledge, there is no proper guidance available in transitioning from academia to practice. There is a complete vacuum as we have never adopted a structured approach for addressing this transition. Law curriculum is mostly about statutes and internship could give a very little help as they fail to give holistic picture of entire court ecosystem. Formative years of this long drawn journey could be so crucial that it may instill a sense of fear and insecurity in overwhelming majority of fresh lawyers if approached randomly and thereby demotivate them from pursuing a career in litigation. However, if it is approached in a structured way, it can instill a sense of pride and confidence in these young lawyers and keep them motivated to pursue their career in the litigation. This book aims to serve as a companion in their own personal journey into the legal world, drawing upon my own experiences as well as insight from the respected legal professionals. I have provided practical advice, invaluable tips, and thought-provoking reflection that will empower them to navigate the complexities of the legal profession. I hope that with the blessings of the august gathering present over here today, this book is able to achieve its objective. Thank you all for your blessings, time and patience. Thank you.
अगर आप ये वीडियो YouTube पर देख रहे हैं तो हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन को दबाना ना भूलें। अगर आप Facebook पर ये वीडियो देख रहे हैं तो हमारे पेज को लाइक करें।